Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Review UK. My name is MJ and today we are reviewing Hell or High Water. Hell or High Water is a movie starring Ben Foster and Chris Pine and of course indeed Jeff Bridges and numerous other people. It is basically a Texan modern Western heist drama. It's probably the best way to describe it. It's pretty much a summary of the film actually, isn't it? But no, it's great. There's a spoiler straight away. It's a great movie. It's very much the kind of film that focuses on the characters and the drama rather than the more kind of action-packed elements of a heist film or a western. This is very much just focusing on the characters themselves. So Chris Pine and Ben Foster play brothers. One of them is kind of the more straight brother, the guy who is just down on his luck really, and is generally speaking a law-abiding citizen, and then the brother Ben Foster plays the character who is perhaps more unsavoury. And then Jeff Bridges plays the sheriff nearing retirement who is trying to catch them. We've seen this one played out 100 times before. However, this movie does do things differently, and there are certainly somewhat surprising moments. I'm not going to suggest that I predict every film out there, or that I feel witty because I sometimes predict films. Sometimes you can just see where they're going, and there was one plot point here where I kind of saw what was going to happen, and it did happen, and although I predicted it, I was still shocked in an emotional way, and it was very good. So it does have a couple of elements like that, and those play out really well. And they play out really well because, as I said, this is a character focused film. Really nicely shot as well. The setting for the film, Texas, is really good. There's a lot of kind of smaller towns in this movie, and so we feel very much a sense of the community coming through from the characters, and indeed some of the things that happen. You just get a real good sense of what it must be like living in those kinds of areas and the kind of relationships that people have with each other. And there's just some absolutely great lines of dialogue and smaller scenes. It's a really well crafted movie. All of the actors and actresses, or well, I call them actors anyway, not sexist, are brilliant. They really are. Ben Foster is probably, I would go as far as to say, tremendous in everything he is in. He is such an impressive actor. I believe he is at the very least, an Academy Award nominee. Chris Pine is fantastic. I love him. He really does command the screen. He's got great presence. He's obviously a very attractive man, and so he is a movie star. You look at him, and I personally think, wow, this guy is a big deal. And Jeff Bridges, of course, is tremendous as well, and his character is very interesting. Now, on a recent review that I did, I got a little bit confused between films. Well, this is the film that I got confused with, because I said that I found it a little bit awkward sometimes. There was some one of the characters is not racist, I would say, but he makes some racist jokes, and I think that the way that they are played in the film is that, sometimes they can be genuinely amusing, and sometimes I don't know if this is just me, but sometimes they just came off as not particularly funny, and him just being a ignorant person, and that's certainly the character that's directed out on the film certainly takes it doesn't take it well. And so I don't think that those one or two moments are played for laughs, and yet they got some quite big laughs from one or two of the cinema I was in. And I should comment that I had a fucking irritating woman behind me. She was one of the most annoying people I've ever been in the cinema with. She was reacting, or I should say overreacting, to every little thing that happened. She was gasping really loudly, like, no, save that for the Blu-ray at home. I cannot fucking believe you're doing this here. It was so infuriating. It was taking me out of the film again and again and again. There must have been 10 or 15 moments where I was completely taken out of the film. And one bit where she quoted it back. It was a funny line, but she quoted it back quite loudly, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? This is like quite a serious drama film. I'm trying to enjoy it here. I know I said that was a comedy moment, but otherwise the film is very serious. So, yeah, setting is fantastic, and just you get a real sense of the actual location of it and all the characters in there. And another thing that is great is the score, the soundtrack. The music is very, very somber and very powerful, piercing in places. And it basically has the same score running throughout in some of the wider shots and some of the kind of travelling shots. And they are just coupled with really nice shots of the location with the sun setting and whatnot, and it's just a really great use of music, so I really liked that. There is a little bit of action in the film, but it is few and far between, but those moments are very well done, and in fact when they do ramp up in the couple of moments that are very very huge or very big or climatic, they are awesome scenes. They're well shot, they're just very well done. The character interactions and the chemistry between these actors is really the thing that sells the film. Ben Foster and Chris Pine are brilliant against each other, and yeah, you absolutely believe that they're brothers, and just everything about this film I thought was tremendous. It really is a very high quality film indeed. I would give it a high 8 out of 10. Thanks very much for watching Movie Review UK, everyone. If you've seen Hell or High Water, make sure you let me know in the comments below. And subscribe for more videos. This is a very deeply enriched with the stupid comments.